So lots of women are scared about starting the gym because they feel like they don't know how to lift weights properly. Now, I think whenever I explain this to women, I always think of my mum, and she thinks that weight training is Olympic lifting. So she thinks of snatches, power cleans, clean and jerks, big, huge, complex movements that, to be honest with you, only probably less than 1% of the population can even do remotely correctly. So that isn't what lifting weights is about. Lifting weights is actually really simple. We're talking about simple movements for beginners like bicep curls, lateral raises, leg extensions, calf raises, really simple movements. And what happens then is we build confidence and then we build up complexity over time. So it's not a case of people coming into the gym and being expected to lift a barbell from the floor over their head with 30, 40, 50, 60 kilos plus on. That's not how we do it. We start really simply with what's called isolation exercises, okay? So we're gonna isolate one muscle at a time. So you might want to work the side deltoids with a lateral raise, okay? Nice and simple. We might do some single arm rowing, some simple pushing and pulling. So the movement patterns we teach in SOS are really, really simple. These movement patterns here, the squat, the jump, the hinge or the pivot, the lunge, pull and throw. Okay, so all the movements you do in the facility are based around these movement patterns. Now, yes, with the squat, we can look at different varieties of it. There's simple versions and there's tougher versions. Simple versions can include simply sitting on a high box and getting up again, leaning on a TRX and using a suspension system to help pull ourselves up. Then we can start looking at different loading with a kettlebell, with goblet squats. We can look at dumbbells by the side of the body, maybe elevating the heels to get a bit more quads. And then we can start progressing then onto barbells with barbell back squats, maybe some barbell box squats, and eventually looking at things like front squats. But even if you're not ready for those, you can get amazing results by doing the really simple version of these exercises and just executing them and doing them properly. Now at SOS we've got some fantastic machines, including the hack squat and the pendulum squat and the leg press. So even if you're not comfortable squatting, maybe you've got injuries, maybe you have tight muscles, there's flexibility issues, you've got back problems, we can put you in positions that are going to really help you get results and meet you where you're at. I can't emphasize that enough, okay? So lots of people think they're going to be pushed into programs and exercises that are way too advanced that are going to hurt themselves or make them feel silly. That is not what we do. We're going to start you just where you're at on the simplest form of exercises. That doesn't mean you're not going to work hard. You're certainly going to work hard. You're certainly going to get results. You're certainly going to sweat and feel the burn in those muscles. We want to do that. We want to help to promote muscle mass, to boost our metabolism, to make losing weight and losing body fat easy for you long term. But we're going to start things off really simply and build you up over time. So guys, weight training is not powerlifting, it's not Olympic lifting. It is just a case of using resistances such as dumbbells, kettlebells, or your own body weight suspension systems like the TRX to facilitate and help you lose body fat and get a killer physique.